So, welcome to Beans, Brews and Bread for July. Plot tour in, but apparently this is what counts for summer in July in the UK now. About 18 degrees, cloudy, muggy, not very nice. Perfect blight weather, if you ask me. But things are starting to grow and still growing, so let's go and have a look. So yeah, it's freezing and it's July. What on earth is going on? Cannot believe how cold it is at the minute. We're supposed to be growing sweet corn, courgettes, hot weather, continental style vegetables, and it's absolutely brassic. Feels like autumn, but we still plant. Hopefully we'll get some decent warm weather crops. At this rate, I think I'll just be planting turnips and eating those for the best part of a year. But there is a bit of progress on the plot. Got a few things to show in the tour for this month. Harvest is still going on. Mostly the broad beans and the potatoes, which are still doing okay. Bit of a tidy up in some respects, but we'll go and have a look now, see how things are getting on, and we'll work through the tour. Let's go and have a look. Well, welcome to the weediest allium bed in the northwest. This managed to make a start over here, but we'll finish off down there later. But we've got the remains of the garlic. We've not had much success, unfortunately. It's still kind of getting to the stage where they're getting brown on the fourth leaf, but we have had rust, as you can see, this year, and we have had, I think, a bit of a holdover from whenever there must have been alliums in this section before, where we've had white rot. This was autumn sown garlic. Not the best, I'm afraid. Unfortunately, I think we might leave that. This one definitely not. Again, cloves just haven't. These have been overwintered. Very small bulbs, hardneck variety, so you would have a smaller bulb, but again, not really fattened up very well. So we might just pick those up, leave them to dry, taking them as we find them. Now, this was the spring sown Spanish onion seed. They are bulbing up, and they're not really, shall we say, going great guns. So they've done not too bad on them in amongst the weeds. On this side we had the shallots. You might just be able to see a few here. I'm going to give these a tidy up this weekend. There we have shallots pretty much done, I'd say. So I think when we get these a weed, we'll get the shallots out at the same time. Again, yeah, there you go. Not doing too bad. Quite firm still. Not bad size. Cheap seed from Home Bargain or similar. So they're not doing too bad. And the red onions, just about see there, pretty much ready for pulling up. They're not the biggest, they're not the best. Some have thrown up flower spikes, and despite sort of knocking the tops off, they've not been very good. Been in a few down here, ready to lift. The white varieties have done a little bit better. They're ready to pull again. Sluggies, again, it's been quite the year for slugs, but also sort of the weed problems we've been having is perfect habitat for slugs as well. We've not done too bad with the elephant garlic. I think they're ready to come up now. These were sown in late winter, early spring, so saved seed. So hopeful that a few of these shouldn't be too bad. So fingers crossed. Whatever was the variety in this section here, garlic, softneck, again covered in rust. Look, you can see how it's called rust because I think it's quite wet. It has a definite rust consistency to it. So, this corner, not the spot for alliums, I think, for next year. But, you live and learn. Now, this section was the potatoes. We had the first earlies, Charlottes, and some second earlies, Kestrel, I think. First early variety was Rocket. Getting some good harvests out of these. The plants are pretty much all disappeared now, the haulms. So I'm just basically clearing the sections from either end. There's a compost bin from home there, which I've upended to try and get the weeds composted a bit quicker in the sunshine. But yeah, as we're going along, clearing this section, and we're getting the haulms out, which very few left, as I've mentioned, and getting the tubers up. You can just see, I think that's a Kestrel variety on that far end. I think the Charlotte was in the middle, the Rocket was on this side. Quite impressed with the Rocket variety, actually. Really nice, firm tubers. Might dig one up now. I think there's a couple of plants down here I've not quite attacked yet, so we'll have a look at those. But no, quite happy with those. Really nice white, crisp white flesh. Really good. Quite good all-rounder for everything. So, and they really seem to bulk up and don't get attacked by much. So if you do leave them in the ground a bit longer, that's a really good variety, I'm finding. But yeah, that was the potato patch, and we're getting that cleared. This might end up being the cabbage patch rather than the one at the front, because that is now undercover. We'll see that at the end. But so yeah, some of the first earlies up. Yep, so this is the Rocket variety, getting really nice harvests off this, and lots of them too. There, look at the size of that. Wouldn't be too bad if it hadn't gone green. Yeah, look at that. Oh, he's so good. That is a brilliant potato for a first early. Really dense. Really good keeper as well. So, well, missed that one. Absolute smashers. Really happy with those. Now around here we've had the broad beans. We're still harvesting tons of broad beans just off, what's that, about a third of a row? Just look at this, look at the quality of them. Absolutely amazing. Loads of them. Right down here as well, look. This is the spring sown ones. Now, these ones here did get a bit of attack of black fly, but the ladybird larvae had a field day with those, and then which gave us a nice early crop. They're still hanging on in there, some of the plants, but these spring sown varieties are still going now. Absolutely, you're churning them out. Look, even down here, look. Absolutely brilliant. So very happy with those. Having to support them a bit with some string. Let's look at them. Absolute bean factories. Pretty much finished flowering now. Just a few left, and I think we'll just keep these going. Happy to keep harvesting them as they get to a decent size and use them and freeze them. But no, they're doing great. We've got the little beetroot patch here. I've got a bit of a weed. Very unusual germination in the middle there, but quite happy with those. I mean, just looking at down here, I get a bit of a thin out. Yeah, decent beetroot. We did have a bit of the compost in place there, and that is into the potato bed there, which we're getting the weeds in, trying to just get them heated super hot. Yeah, and this blazing summer weather we're not having, try and get them broken down. But very happy to be clearing that section, and that might end up being our brassica bed. Over here, very happy with the crimson varieties for the cherry, salad, plum and beef tomatoes. Look, we've got the first little tomatoes there. I think that's the beef variety. That, I think, is the plum variety. They're getting tied up and pinched out as we go along here. Like hell. There. And that. Get them off. Yeah, I'm going to be pretty vigilant on these. They're going great guns now for outdoors. Very happy with them. Not showing anything in the way about it. They were looking very yellow and very, very unhappy with that cold spell we had in the beginning of, sorry, the end of our last frost date, official frost date anyway. The Monge 2, or Sugar Snap, the Oregon Sugar Pod, doing very well. Still having to keep up on top of these, just can't harvest them quick enough. Realistically, that is a lot of peas off what was effectively, I think, a 1.5 foot long piece of guttering. The stuff that had been in the root trainers just didn't seem to take. Could have been a planting time thing, but no, very happy with those. We'll get some of those harvested today. And then, quite happy with this section. We've got the beans, Blue Lake. I think that's Borlotti at the back. There's some more Blue Lake down there. But the courgettes, the tromboncino, look at them go. Look at them go. We've got some first little fruits there. Little one there, maybe. Can you get in there? Little fruit there, look. Tromboncino. Trying to get these trellises built to pick them up off the floor. Because this one's, oh yeah, got little baby fruits there as well. On that one. Try and get those trailed up. And we've got some other little varieties of, look, little baby one there. Little baby courgette. That's the bolognese. We're happy to, we've got one bolognese. As I think, I don't know that one. It seems very compact, that one. I don't know what that one is. I think we've got 3 tromboncino there. There's another one. Fruit, look. Yeah. That's 3 tromboncino. What am I going to do with all these courgettes? I'll have to do a courgette competition. Answers on a postcard and you receive a free tromboncino in the post. So, I did have one end here of, what's it called? I think it was St George or something of the, what are they called? Runner beans, that's it. So, there's one germinated there at least. Oh, happy with that. Very good. And last on the old Kirky bits, we've got the lungo di Napoli and shock reveal, viewer advisory warning. Look at that already. Got 2 massive fruit on that. See how far these stretch in the end. We've got the lead. There's the, it's underneath the leading shoot, but that, really so happy with that. And they'll obviously trail over the remainder of this bed and meet up with another lungo de Napoli plant where we've got here. Now this one, a bit of a split on the bottom of the stem. I don't know what's caused that, but I might hill that up maybe. But this one seems to be doubling back on itself. There's a leaf there, and we're getting it's not much longer. Lead shoot. Not developed as many fruits right at the beginning of the plant, which is quite unusual. Well, it's unusual. Not in keeping with this one over here, which seems to have developed the fruits really early. Perhaps this one will just do 2 massive ones and stop at that. But we'll see. There we go. I've covered the front of the plot up because I'm really struggling to keep on top of it this year with the weeds and what have you. We've got some sowing and growing at the house. We've got some calabrese going, other brassicas. So I think, although we'll be turning over the cabbage, sorry, not the cabbage, but we're turning over the potato bed, and I think that might become the candidate for the the brassicas, just to try and stem the weeds. But no, it's not looking too bad at all. Although if I can get under that, give it a soil mill, that should be a decent spot for the cabbages. Never know. So, there's the plot for July and this non-scorchio weather. Thank you for watching today on Bees, Brooms and Bed. If you like what you've seen, then be grateful if you give it a thumbs up. If you've got any comments or suggestions, or you'd like to give us a bit of chat as to what you're getting onto and what successes you're getting in your garden this month, then type away in the comments below. And if you haven't already, then press the bell icon on the subscribe button. You'll be notified the next time we've got a video. But thanks for watching this week. See you next time. Bye.